Hi, my name is Fredrik Skåtar. I'm a Swedish architect based in Berlin, and for your second year at DIA, I offer a thesis studio called Cultural Sustainability in Shared Places. And first of all, I want to say that the studio is about you and how you want to conclude your architectural studies. Because the master's thesis, I believe, is an opportunity to materialize your ideas, your style, and your approach to get ready for the job market. So you will choose the topic yourself and decide yourself. However, you need to have a framework and a structure, which you will get from the studio. So addressing sustainability is unavoidable these days. But what does it actually mean for architecture and the everyday lives of communities and people? And today we often see a focus on technology, buildings with excellent environmental certificates and functional public spaces, with some green in them. But how cozy are these actually? Where's the life and activity? Shouldn't architecture enable activity, interaction, a sense of belonging, identity, and well-being, and things like this? So this studio wants to discuss sustainable strategies with such architectural complexities as its core. Also, of course, encompassing technological solutions. So as an initial framework, we will use the concept of cultural sustainability, which I suggest consists of four parameters. And these are cultural heritage conservation. So we should save old structures because they mean something to the neighborhood, people's identity and sense of belonging. They are often the soul of a place. And then we have cultural diversity and identity, which means a mix of functions that attracts as many different people as possible, creating a long-term sustainable culture where people feel at home. And this cannot really be done, I think, without the next one here, community engagement and participation, because architecture cannot really create activity pragmatically by itself, but it can enable people to care, and create and activate a community, as long as they have the right architecture for it. So I think we should consider the value of people's engagement. And finally, I think a point is to apply adaptive reuse and revitalization, which connects to all the structures, of course. But so we can actually we can adapt, partly renovate, and include all the structures into something new and vibrant. So if implemented architecturally, these four parameters, they can make people adopt a sustainable lifestyle because they feel well and identify with the place and its community. So this is a strong point of applying the idea of cultural sustainability, which we also can detect in already realized projects. So the framework I'm talking about here, these 4 points, they derive from interpreting texts and projects by people like Jane Jacobs, Paula Vigano, and Belgian city architects. And these are also part of the course lectures and literature. So arguably, the architecture associated with the framework and its precedent inevitably addresses public spaces. However, I would like to instead use the term shared places because it hints at more specified content relating to the framework we're talking about here, cultural sustainability. So you will work based on this and also include shared places in your project. However, then, I must say, the studio framework here is a guiding framework. You are expected to participate, discuss, and adapt them to your site and topic. Furthermore, structure is crucial. Since you choose your site and topic yourself, you need to structure your work to enable two things. First, build a logical argument so your audience understands what, why, and for whom you are designing. Second, to not be stressed and be ready on time. So I will provide you with models on how to build your thesis. For example, we will look at books like How to Write a Thesis and The Craft of Research, and also thesis structures outlined by various universities to find the one that fits your concept. Another structure-related point is how we work. So we will apply the strategy of research by design, and this means you should find your site early and use the framework and other methods as a research toolbox. and apply it on your site to make large questions manageable. So you will explore by drawing or making experimental collages or however you feel fine working. And from this, your final architectural design will emerge. I can talk forever about this, obviously, but please check out the studio homepage and send me questions or approach me if you see me on campus. And finally, remember that we are a team, and I care very much about a nice and creative studio atmosphere. So the goal is to engage, in creative discourse, materialize poetic ideas, and enjoy this last concluding year. I hope to see you soon. Bye.